The burn just came back to life. 12,066,401 Shib, destroyed in 24 hours, 812% surge. And the price is responding. What is happening and what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. This content is provided for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Market conditions can change over time. Something just broke the silence inside the Shiba Inu burn engine. After sitting flat for multiple consecutive days with almost nothing being removed from supply, the destruction pipeline reignited on May 2 and 3, 2026 with a force that the community was not expecting. This is not a small update. This is the kind of signal that historically changes the conversation around where Shib goes next. Keep watching because every part of this matters. Before we get into the full story, let us set the chart picture for you. According to market observers, Shib has been consolidating in a tight range near 630 units for several sessions. The price action has been compressed, trading between two walls with neither buyers nor sellers able to break dominance. But here is what technical analysts are watching very carefully right now. When a token compresses into this kind of tight horizontal channel and simultaneously shows a major burst of on-chain activity like a burn surge, it often precedes a directional break to the upside. The reason is simple. Burn events reduce available supply. Reduced supply tightens the float. A tighter float means less resistance when demand steps in. And right now, demand is beginning to stir. There is one more chart detail turning heads this week. The MACD on the daily time frame has been showing its histogram bars shrinking in size on the bearish side. That is the technical signature of selling momentum running out of steam. Combined with Bollinger Band compression and a reactivating burn mechanism, it builds a case that downside pressure is exhausting itself at exactly the moment that supply destruction is picking back up. According to market data, Shib is currently trading at approximately 630 units with a market cap near 3.7 billion, and the price slipped 1.24% in the 24 hours surrounding the burn data, which actually tells a bullish story. Supply is coming out of circulation. Price is holding. That is absorption in real time. So let us talk about exactly what happened and why this specific burn event is significant. Here is what is wild. According to on-chain data, on Saturday, May 2, 2026, blockchain tracking platform Shibburn recorded a total of 12,066,401 Shib tokens permanently removed from circulation across a 24-hour window. These tokens were sent to irretrievable dead wallet addresses from which they can never be recovered, traded, or accessed again. They are gone forever. That single day total drove the burn rate up by 812% compared to the prior session. And the context that makes that number so important is what came immediately before it. Shib had posted multiple consecutive days of near zero burn activity. The pipeline had gone quiet. Community energy around the destruction mechanism had fallen to one of its lowest points in recent memory. And then this happened. Here is the kicker. As per recent analysis, the surge in network activity comes amid growing optimism and renewed interest in Shib after the token delivered strong price performance in the last month. But there is more to unpack. A 812% burst following a flat period is a pattern signal. In the Shiba Inu ecosystem, burn activity is directly connected to Shibarium transaction volume. When the layer 2 network sees increased usage, the fee mechanism that feeds the burn pipeline activates with greater force. A sudden 812% jump after multiple dead days tells you Shibarium usage spiked. And Shibarium usage spikes when real activity is happening on the network. Real transactions, real interactions, real utility being exercised by real participants. The network woke up, and the burn numbers confirm it. And here is an additional layer to understand about why the 812% figure carries extra weight specifically in this moment. The burn had been so quiet in the days leading up to May 2 that the community had begun to question whether the Shibarium fee mechanism was functioning at sufficient scale. According to reports, some community members were openly expressing concern that low network usage had effectively paused the supply reduction pipeline. That concern made the 812% jump not just a statistical event, but a direct answer to a growing community anxiety. The machine is working, the fees are feeding the burns, and the ecosystem is generating on-chain activity at volumes large enough to drive a nearly 9-fold single-day acceleration in destruction rate. Now here's where it gets interesting. The burn surge and the sentiment shift are happening simultaneously. The ecosystem is not burning tokens in a vacuum while the community stays disengaged. The engagement is rising. the burn is rising, the price is holding against mild selling pressure. All three happening in the same window is a convergence that serious SHIB watchers do not take lightly. When these signals align together, they historically represent an inflection point, a moment where the conditions that precede a genuine price recovery snap into place, without most of the market noticing until after the move has already begun. Let us put the 12,066,401 figure into the broader context of what the burn mechanism is trying to accomplish over the long run. Blockchain analytics show the current circulating supply of Shiba Inu stands at approximately 589 trillion tokens. Any individual burn event of 12 million looks small in that context. But the significance is never in the absolute number on a single day. It is in the trend, the momentum, and the acceleration of the mechanism. When burn rates jump from near zero to 812% in one session, it signals the infrastructure is operating again at meaningful capacity. And consider this final point that most casual observers miss entirely. Every single token destroyed on May 2 is gone forever, not locked, not staked, not held in reserve, permanently and irrevocably removed from the supply that will ever trade on any exchange anywhere in the world. The 12,066,401 SHIB destroyed that day will never re-enter the market. They will never be part of a sell-off. They will never dilute a price move. They are permanently removed from the equation. Think back to the period following Shibarium's initial mainnet launch in late 2023. According to data, the burn numbers were modest individually, but the consistent upward trend in destruction rate over that period coincided directly with renewed community confidence and upward price pressure. The mechanism becoming active after a quiet stretch sent a psychological signal that the ecosystem was working as designed. That same dynamic is operating right now. The holders who stayed through the quiet period are seeing the machine turn back on. And that matters beyond the supply math alone. And there is a psychological weight to this moment that goes beyond the data. Burn events after extended silence carry disproportionate emotional impact inside the SHIB community. They remind holders why they believed in the first place. They signal that the mechanism is alive, active, and building towards something. That reminder, arriving during a period of suppressed sentiment and compressed price action, is precisely the kind of community recharge that often precedes a broader shift in holder conviction. The Shibarium AI integration roadmap continues advancing. The Japan market access expanded significantly through the recent Rakuten wallet listing. And now the burn mechanism is reactivating with force after a suppressed stretch. Real activity, real destruction, real network momentum building in the background. The whales know it, the burn data confirms it. The chart is coiling in a zone that historically resolves upward when this many ecosystem signals align at once. This is the moment where informed holders separate themselves from the ones who are not paying attention. 12,066,401 SHIB erased from the supply forever. 812% acceleration in one session. And a price that is holding ground while others sell. That combination does not happen by accident. So what do you think? Is the burn engine reigniting for a serious run? Drop your price target in the comments right now. Click on one of the videos on screen for more, because this story has more momentum behind it than most people have noticed yet. Hit the notifications bell right now, because if the burn rate continues climbing and the price breaks out, you need to be watching in real time. And share this video with every SHIB holder in your network. The community that understands what the burn means holds with the most conviction.